Is my voice is clear?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So here is again what is this ITIL infrastructure library, IT infrastructure library, 5 life cycles, service strategy, okay, service design, service transaction, service operation, continual service improvement. Okay, so remember, if you cannot able to remember, by heart it. I don't mind. Examples, go through the examples, you will understand much better. Okay, so just I'm going to the internal life cycles. Uh, Problem is like I put a lot of this. This is also e-learning shortcut only, that point only. So here I'm going to resize. That time we don't have much knowledge of this game. So I said a resize, right? Uh, so what happening? Cancel. This is a corporate. So yeah, new update is giving that column. Yeah. So I want to put in this one, so then we can view with a very neat way like this. Okay. Still more. So this is a life cycles and internal life cycles. Okay. Here we have to go. Internal life cycles. So I will forward this one also. You can keep it on your desktop or something like you can do it. So just I'm using a magnifier. This one. Okay, visibility good, right? So I use a drawing tool for a drawing purpose here. So first one is service strategy. First one is service strategy. In a service strategy, so we have a other life cycles inside. Financial management. What is service strategy? Before you are going to start a business, so what is the business or what is the service? What service? What kind of service you want to provide? What is the demand of the service in the market? What is the market knowledge is required? Guys, already I forward something from I showed one picture and I told I will tell this picture information nowadays. So what is the business is going on? The more demand business is organic, herbals. Like people take a poisonous tree. It is a herbal poison. It is a chemical poison. Maybe in a future. So please don't drink a chemical poison. You are taking this chemical poison, health will be corrupted. Take this herbal poison, so then you will die without getting hurt yourself, right? So this kind of people also will come in a future, right? So why I'm showing this picture is like it is what is the demand in the market? What kind of demand is there in the market? So based on that, you have to publicize, right? So that is the first thing in the business. Okay. So estimate what is the demand management. So I jump to directly second point. Okay. So this point, demand management. Okay. What is the demand? What is the market strategy? So if I start this business, how long I can manage? So that is a demand management. How long this demand will be continue? Maybe in a future the demand may not be there. For example, we have a telephone, telephone BSNL telephone communication is there. Now it is reduced. Through post office, we have a telegram service is there. Now it is not there. Telegram service is there. Through post office, you can send a urgent messages through Morse code. They can send a message through telephone lines, and post office person will take the message, convert into normal English letters, then he will give it to the people, like urgent messages, like a father serious come to home, war is declared, so every personal military person should come to their post, like that is urgent messages they can able to send. Now it is not there. Okay. Another hand, like when I learn hardware and networking that time in 2005 4 2005 time, my trainer trained me in everything except hardware and networking. Okay. And he said one story, like he is relative in the Malaysia. So from Malaysia he purchased with almost like a 8,000, 10,000 player, VCD player, video cassette players are then a cassette player with the 8,000 rupees, good quality product. You know what happened? Almost in the same area, like 2004, 2005 time only, almost all cassettes are gone from the market. We got a CD, DVD players are came, so it is not there. So like I want to start a business, it is going to be closed in a 1 or 2 years, or maybe in a it is already closed. So what happened? No demand. So demand in the market or not. Now computers, laptops, tablets, more demand because corona online classes are increases. Computers are cost increased, 35,000 rupees computer, now it is 55 rupees computer. Okay, like that. Yeah. Okay, so demand. Now 11th generation and 10th generation is very cost, almost like 45 50,000, 40,000 from cost is there. But you want to buy a 7th or 8th generation or ninth generation. Okay, 8th or ninth generation laptops with gaming laptops, you are getting in a 45,000 only. Gaming laptop with a 4G 4 GB graphic card. So it has become world and no one is purchasing, because that time it is a 65 70,000. Now it is, that is not selling because people want to buy a normal computers because for online classes only. Okay, so this is the information. Demand. Next, portfolio management. What is the services? What are the services you are providing? For example, just for an example, you go to a company, a organization. What is the organization? So, for example, Redbus is there. What are the services it is providing? You only you are taking a ticket, bus ticket, or maybe are you reserving a hotel? For example, make me trip. Just one example. This is one organization. You can book flight tickets, you can book hotels, holiday packages, train, bus, cabs, visa, like a different kind of services it is providing. Maybe it will remove the certain services from it. Maybe it will add the services in future. Maybe they will transportation is there, right? Swiggy is actually food delivery, but through Swiggy also we can order groceries or a requirement kind of stuff, right? Amazon I told like this. So one, there is a certain services, some may services will be added, some may services will be removed. So that is a portfolio, means what are the services from the organization. Microsoft providing software, operating system, and cloud services, office services, uh, CRM services, customer relationship management services. So like that, one organization can provide multiple services or a very one or two services only. So it depends upon my internet service provider is there. What are the services he is providing? Internet only. I told ACT example. ACT provide both internet and as well as streaming services. Geo FiberNet, Geo internet services, Geo apps, and Geo online TVs kind of stuff also you are getting. So that is like a multiple services from single organization or single services. Means what are the services you are providing? List the number of services you are providing. Got the point, guys? Service portfolio, demand management, financial management. Financial management means how to invest. You want to invest the money, right? So you are investing money on an organization. How to get result, right? So this is financial management. Financial management means, so how much money you have, how much money you are investing. Okay, what is the return value of investment? What is the value return and money return also? Next, not only organization only won't invest. Only single organization they don't invest directly. They take it from the banks, right? Bank will invest some money. Bank invested. Okay, maybe a financial companies are there, so they invested. For example, think like a movies. If you see a movie, there in a certain movies there are Yes Bank sponsored by not a sponsoring, Yes Bank supported from the Yes Bank, like that. Movie financial people also there. Okay, so they will finance or a finance whatever it is. So finance or finance people are there, so they invest on your business. So like this. Next is the stock market. Now if you watch any videos, general videos like funny videos, or maybe facts videos and all, now they are telling demat account, take a demat account, and you can sell, you can purchase and sell in a stock market. Stocks are available. Okay, now stock prices are low, this kind of stuff. It is like a NSE BSE stock market is there. This stock market, so people, you can put your business in the stock market, you can share something. So through stock market also you will get a investment. So you collect the money from either banks, finance, or a stock market, or all together, and you can start running the business. So if you got a money, like you are generating a money through return on investment, so they can, you can pay back and keep rotating like that. So this is a financial management. So how you got the money and how you expenditure is there, no, like you are getting a money, and your expenditure are for yourself only, for your cars, for your flights, for your own drinking. So like that you are spending, then it is gone. How you divide this money, how you split the money into different categories, like missionary or infrastructure, on missionary or infrastructure, employees, maintenance, maintenance, like that. You have to split the money into separate parts. How much for employees, how much on emissions or equipment or infrastructure, how much for a sales means, like a commissions, suppliers, how much you have to pay for a suppliers, how to pay for a supplier, like that. You can divide the money. Okay, so like that. So we can able to do that. That is a financial management. Portfolio management means services, list of services provided by your organization. Demand, what is the demand of these services? Demand of service. Now internet service demand increases, almost like a before corona there is a very less demand. Internet demand is there only, the demand is mobile phone, Geo, Airtel, this demand only through mobile phone only. Now demand is fiber channels, fiber internet services demand increases because work from home, online classes, like that. Maybe in the future it may be demand will be less. Strategy management, think before you, what are the service, before you provide a service, you have to think and act type of services strategy. So what is the my role of this service, what is that one, like that. Business relationship management. Okay, so there is a your business outlet and the customer. Okay, help the customer to understand what is the business, what is this. Okay, help the customer to understand the business. If issue is there, for example, I have a postpaid bill, constantly I'm getting because unlimited, sometimes bill is very high. Like tell them to understand, so why it is high. like that. And I will give you one real time example also. Real time means what happened in our organization. In a Pune office, what happened, there is a metro rail construction is going on in front of our office only. So we have a U broadband connection, internet connection. Okay, what happened, these cables are get disturbed or maybe cut. So almost like more than 20 days we are not getting internet. More than 1 month we are not getting properly, and we are getting sometime, we are not getting sometime, but continuously it is disconnected. We took a other internet service also. Meanwhile, this U broadband came to us for a bill payment. They call us, we are not paid for a last month bill, so if you want to continue, please play the bill and then we can continue it. Then Charan sir told directly like, we are not getting internet from almost like a 1 month. More than 20 days we are not able to access the internet. Okay, so then what this guys done, they check their screen, how long we are not getting internet, how long we are not getting internet. So they have a monitoring system, so it is monitor the connection disconnection. So they estimated, so they said, sir, almost continuously 15 days you are not getting internet, so we'll give you 15 days activated internet. So 15 days, for next 15 days you no need to pay anything, you can use it, because we are not able to provide a service and you are not getting the service. So no problem, just go for 15 days without paying anything, you can use internet. After 15 days you have to pay the bill. So that is business relationship management. Issue of the customer, check the business related, let them understand what is the business, what is the service, are you following service kind of stuff or not, like that. Service level agreement, as per service level agreement, are you providing a service or not? If you are not providing, then business relationship management will involve and solve the issues to cheer up the customers. Okay, so that is your service strategy. I have a each for each thing I have a PPT. I will forward anyway. Okay. But for reading it will take time. That's why I'm explaining directly one by one. Okay. Next one is service design. Service design is one of the important point in a service design is service level management. It means service level agreement is a very important thing here. So here I will write SLA. SLA is a very important service level management. SLM, SLA, service level agreement. Okay, service level agreement. There is a different type of service level agreements are there. Means service based, group based, organization based, like that. So many things are there. But very simply tell, service level agreement means it is a contract between service provider and user. It is a contract between service provider and user. User means customer. User means service provider and user. User means customer. Contract between service provider and this is a formal contract. Formally, it's a formal contract. It is there. It means I agree to provide this service. For example, internet service. For example, internet service. For example, my internet guys give me, you will get up to it is up to 50 Mbps speed internet. It means I can get 50 Mbps or less than it. One important thing is, am I getting as at least near to the 50 Mbps or only Mbps? Like I service provider said 50 Mbps, but it daily is giving 1 Mbps only. Not good, right? It is not good. So I am getting that service or not? Continuously, or I am getting or not? Without discussing disconnect and all, I'm getting service or not? If I'm not getting the services, is the service provider responded accordingly and troubleshooting my issue or not. So those things are important. What is the cloud service? Why cloud service is more important? In the form of uptime and downtime. Guys, why cloud? Why, what is cloud
Load
promising?
balancing.
Yeah,
Load balancing.
100% uptime, no downtime. 0% downtime there are promising. For example, you are using, but it frequently disconnected after every 2 hours, 3 hours. It is disconnected, connected. Today it is connected, tomorrow it is not connected. It means they are not following this rule. They said as a service level agreement, anytime you can able to access. Okay, no 0% downtime and uptime. No planned downtime, no unplanned downtime is there. Okay, so under every time, 24 by 7. Okay, 24, sorry, 24 by 7 you are providing services. Okay, 365 days you are providing the service, or a 360 days. So one more is there, no, 355 or a 360 days means continuous service they are providing. I log in on a Sunday, it is not working, means they are violating the agreement. This is like, what are the service provider promise, what services they are providing, they will do it. Procurement companies are there. For example, I'm starting a business, I need a, for example, 100 computers are required. So I approach a company, I need a 100 computers. Computers means CPU, RAM, that entire box, monitor, keyboard, mouse, entire computer setup are required. So the guy said, I will provide 100 computers. Okay, sorry sir, I will change the example. I have 100 computers in my organization or purchase organization. So I agree. The guys agree with the annual maintenance contract, AMC, annual maintenance contract. It means they are providing certain services. What are the services? Is agreeing for 100 computers. Maintenance contract is there. It means every 1 month, every month, first day or last day. So every month, so they have to check. Okay, they check the computers whether it working, not working, any complaints, performance wise, like a clean up the systems, this kind of stuff. So maintenance check is every 1 month. Next, whenever we call, whenever we got a issue, they have to come and repair. Okay, whenever the issue rise, anytime, they have to solve the problem. Okay, anytime they're ready to give, solve the problem. Anytime if I got a issue now, they immediately I call to them, so they have to come and solve the issues immediately. Okay, we'll come and solve your issue. Next one is uh, hardware replacement, chargeable. Okay, 3 months minimum, 3 months warranty. Warranty, 3 months warranty after any repair. Okay, I said I repair this kind of stuff. I repair this kind of stuff. Next 3 months, no issues. So I given a guarantee, that is warranty. I've given. Any issue occurs within a 3 months, I will repair freely. Okay, and including component replacement. Okay, free repair and no chargeable, no charging anyway. And as well as any component is failure, I will replace freely. I don't install OS and no OS licenses. I don't install any operating system, no licenses. I don't provide any licenses. Okay. I will repair a printers also. Any issues are there? So printer installation and repair also there. This is my agreement. I am so and so company. So my company is for 100 computers. I put a sticker. These are my computers. Every 1 month, whether issue is there or not, the person will come and check it. Any issues occur at any time, Okay, issues occur at any time, any time. So then, so we'll come and solve. We'll hardware we'll replace the hardware with a charging we will put any hardware changes required, so we'll charge on you. If any hardware failure, so we'll repair it, and we'll give you 3 months warranty. Again, within the 3 months it is failure, we'll change it freely. Okay. No, we don't install operating system, we don't give you any licenses, you have to purchase your own licenses or a payment. Printer installation and repair also we'll do it. So this is a contract between two organizations. For example, this is Pallavi Computer Solutions. Okay, so he's okay. Next, he's given contract to SLA agreement. Okay, SLA to agreement to some other company. For example, Urvi IT services. Okay, that's a procurement. What is a procurement is, we need a computers, we purchase a computers, that is one. Second, maintenance contacts. So these are all comes under here. Okay, so this is, understand guys, example. What is SLA example? For example, Urvi IT company, they are asking, I want a operating system to install. Yeah, I'm getting operating system errors. Okay, I license is expired, please do something and extend my license. I want a extra RAM. If you have any extra RAM, please put it. I will pay you off price. Okay. So if customer is demands more than what you promise, you no need to give. Next one, from our side, like every 1 month, you have to go and check the thing. You are not done. 2 months completed, 3 months completed, no one is went to Urvi IT services to check the services. Okay, okay. No, so you are violating SLA. Any issue is occur, and you are telling an excuse. You are telling an excuse. Sorry, I'm not available. Something we are out of station. We are not in that point. Okay, so any issues occur, you are not there. You are not went to the organization to solve the problem. Okay, so like that, you there is a issue, you change the RAM, now it is working fine, you given 3 months warranty, right? And but in a 1 month only it is damaged again, you have to replace it freely. I got a problem with my printer, and you said I don't know what is about the printer. Okay, how to load the paper also, maybe installation is wrongly installed. It means you are violating SLA. Okay, service level agreement, it is a contract between service provider and a user, means a customer. Okay, based on your agreement, you have to provide that services. And another one is survey. After services, survey thing is there, right? Like that, like when we purchase a AC air cooler, so what happened, it got some repairs, they got charged within a 1 year only, they charged it. Why they charge? Because we didn't read properly what is under service, under warranty, under no warranty kind of stuff. Components not under warranty, whole setup, something inside internally, some damages occur functionality wise, so they will charge. Component replacement, they will charge like that. Okay, guys, understand example SLA, service level agreement. Guys, do you understand service level agreement or not? Faster, faster, we don't have a time. If you don't understand, at least 1 or 2 points. Okay, okay, okay. Good. So understand. So service level management will morely put it on a service level agreement. What are the service we are providing? What is this service part? Then we what are we can providing? Make sure that customer will get that service. Make sure that customer get service according to service level agreement. That is a service level management. If you cannot able to provide, like a last time I give an example, so 15 days we are not getting internet continuously, so then they provide a 15 days free usage of 15 days, later you can able to pay the bill. So that is business relationship management. What is service level? Make sure that service we can able to provide. If we cannot able to provide, so business relationship people will try to manage the customer, otherwise they will went away, right? So like that. So we are in service design, service level management completed. Availability management, availability management, capacity management, almost the same. But availability management means make sure service is always available. Make sure service is always available. What is always available? Redundancy, fault tolerance, load balancing. So make sure that high availability of the services. Make sure service is always available. Any server failure or a system failure or cable failure, there is a redundant things to give the services. Understand, guys? All the words we learn in a cloud part time, virtualization time, management. Capacity management. See, for example, I have a small hotel. I have a 20 tables are there. 20 tables are there. Okay. So how many people means how many people? For example, each table four members are sitting. Each table four members are sitting. 20 tables. I have a food material. I can serve based on this one only. Okay. So how many people I'm serving at a time? Maximum capacity is my food material. Food availability for max to max 80 to maybe 500, because the 20 people are only be stable, right? So maximum my capacity is a 500, maybe not at a time, but at least by in a circle. So my maximum capacity of serving people is 50, because my food material per day is supporting that one only. My cooking related like a gas and all kind of stuff, maximum 80 people at a time, and maximum people are 500 I can able to serve in a per day. Now I got a contract. You have to cook for a thousand people, or maybe a 2,000 people. I got a contract. Okay, not a thousand. It is thousand is near. So I took a 2,000 people as an example. I got a contract. 2,000 people you have to serve. Can we do it? It's difficult, right? So I can cook for 500 people maximum. Total my all my equipment for supporting for 500 maximum. But now my order is 200. Okay, so can I do it or not? Obviously we don't have that capacity. We have don't have that much of thing. For example, maybe you have seen a videos, at least by videos, gurudwar. Per day there are 1 lakh 2 lakh rupees, 1 lakh 2 lakh people are eating daily, because the missionary is can able to cook for a higher capacity way. The missionary is there means the infrastructure. Capacity management means infrastructure. Do you have a infrastructure, enough infrastructure to provide these services? Okay, so what it is, do you have enough infrastructure to provide the services and continually providing services? Means maybe for example my stove is not working, so obviously continuously can't provide. It means the service capacity will be reduced, right? So you have to follow the redundancy. That's why availability and capacity management cooperate each other, and make sure customer should get continuous services. continuously customer should get a services. No, no, sir. Now cables are not available. I don't provide a service for certain people. You can't say that one. So make sure you should have a capacity to serve the people. Okay. So you are getting a business. So then I will keep providing a services. I will agree with everyone to agree. So now how many people are there? For us, it is a 32 members, right? For example, at a time 150 people are joined. I have to take the class for 150 is for me difficult. Maybe two batches at a time, two batches at a time, which is impossible, right? I need a two laptops at least if I want to manage it also. Maybe I have to become a split personality. Okay, so that is a capacity management. Make sure infrastructure should be available, so then you can continuously provide a services. This is the one. IT continual management, IT service continual service management, whether server down, whether your some components are down. So make sure that you can able to set it, follow the redundancy, continuously provide a services. So these are cooperating each other, means availability, capacity, IT, service continuity management. Information security management, information security management, this is a designing, right? So your work or your designs must be, your work, your designs, your information must be secure. How to secure it? Store in a proper place. Make sure it should be available for authorized people. It should be available for authorized people, and it should be not able, non-authorized people cannot access our data, right? Like following security permissions, give security permission. This is a project manager, he can able to access the data. He is not belongs to our project manager, so don't access, no access permissions. For example, I have a office 365 account from my organization, but I'm not a admin, I'm a user only. My permissions are limited. Guys, 1 second. Okay, so um, I will finish very fast. Okay, no problem. Just so understand, guys. Continue information security management means, so make sure a user can able to access, and authorized user can able to access. Unauthorized user cannot be accessed. For example, I'm a user Office 365. I can use it. I can create a documents. I can create a PPT. I can create Excel sheets. I can send a mail. I can receive a mail, like that. So that is, um, I can do it, but I can't create a user in Office 365 because I'm not an administrator. So like that, authorized person can access your data, unauthorized person cannot access. Authorized person can access data, another person not unable to access data. So that is we have to maintain this one. So authorization and sorry, access like authorization and one more is there, na? Authentication. Authentication. What is the difference between authentication and authorization?
For authentication, we
Then
have
the
user
user
ID and
ID belongs
password.
to the owner
Authorization.
and is belongs to the owner only, sir. And authentication can be for any user.
Very good. Very good. Another way is a simple way. Authentication means username, password, verification. Authenticate means the username, password is correct or not. Okay. Next.
He is valid user or not, sir? Basically,
Yeah,
that
user is valid user or
username
not.
currently belongs to that particular organization or not. It will check, sir.
Yes. Active Directory users and users are there. It is verifying username and password. It is belongs to us or not. Username is correct. password is correct or not. Like I want to I am going to office organization, my office is there. So Hyderabad office, I put my card or a thumb impression. It will verify my identity. Authorization means verification of identity. I am belongs to that organization. I'm allowed to I'm belongs to that organization or not. That is authorization. Very good. Exactly. I'm belongs to that organization or not. First, it will verify my identity. That is authorization. Authentication. Sorry, authentication. What is authorization? Am I allowed to go inside? Can I use the computer? Can I access the washroom? Can I access the pantry? Can I go to a particular room? This is authorization. Allowing or denying access of user. Identifying the user and verification of user is authentication. And authorization means whether you are allow or deny of a particular service or a particular access of data, printer or infrastructure, room, like that. You are welcome, not welcome, this kind of stuff. So that is, we should maintain authentication, authenticate the users and authorize the user whether they can able to access or not particular thing. Okay, maybe I will authorize it to access a computer, but I am not authorize it to access the printer. But authentication is same, verification. Authentication, authorization, very important question. This very simple basic questions are important. Catalog management, service catalog management is belongs to link to this one. Service portfolio management, catalog management are linked to each other. In portfolio, so what is your service? You are defining the service and what are the services. Same thing in a catalog management. You have to maintain what are the currently running services, future services, and removed services. Those certain services I'm no longer providing. For example, nowadays your if you are using Airtel or Vodafone, recharge kind of stuff. The normal recharges are gone. 100 rupees, 10 rupees recharges are gone. Now unlimited recharges only along with the data. Okay. So what are the services are there earlier? Now it is not there. Like a 2G service is there by some people. They don't want now 2G. They want to move to the 4G only. Some services they are providing like that. Now Airtel is live TV is there. Airtel app. Now Airtel is not providing live TV kind of stuff. So either you have to pay extra for that one. Okay. So that is service catalog. Means what are the services, currently running services, what are the services you are upcoming services, existing services, upcoming services, removed services, what services we are removed. That is service catalog management. Supplier management, as we seen an example earlier, supplier means who provide a particular service. Like you want internet, you want internet service provider, your organization, but you want internet, right? So someone provide internet to you, supplier management, who is providing that services. You want a computers, you have to purchase a computer from other organization, supplier management. You want a cables, internet, network cables, routers, switches we required. Supplier management. You purchase it from others. Designing coordinations. These coordinations are can be anyone. Can be anyone. Management people are there. Okay. Developers. Okay. Troubleshooting people. So lot of people will use the designing. So based on your previous issues, based on experience, so their people will coordinate with that one. And also they use the tools. Okay, what is these tools? For example, I want to develop a website, so I use a website designing tools. For example, I use a Visual Studio, maybe IDE is like a PyCharm or maybe a Eclipse or NetBeans. Framework designing, maybe like Joomla, WordPress. I use certain tools to implement my web application or a website I will design. So it is gives more easy people and tools. We use both the things to develop very fast and maintain the standards. Okay, maintain the standards. Okay, make sure it working wise. Required changes we can able to do it. So this is the service design. Okay, so next one is service transaction. Service transaction, in the service transaction, required changes will be made it. So change management I will tell later, because very important to next point is change management, incident, problem, access management. Like here we have a information security management is there, no, like access management, event, request fulfillment. Last one is service desk. These are very important, so then I will explain it in a separate manner. So I will give you a small break, then only I will explain. I will explain it first, then I will give you a break, and I will explain it again. Which one? We'll see that one later. Okay. So no, so I'm not going for a change management currently. So I'm going to service asset and configuration management. Okay, service asset management. Okay, configuration management. Okay, we have to go once again PPT. Uh, what are the asset means? People who are working, tools you required, infrastructure requirement, that is a asset management. Like your capacity and availability, asset management is like how many servers you have, how many routers you have, how many data centers are working, how much storage space is there. So these are all asset only. People are also asset. How many people are working, how many available people are working for this organization. So and configuration management, CM, configuration management, DB, database. This is the main part of your ITL. One of the thing is CMDB, configuration management database. It means what are the things, your portfolios, your strategy management, service level agreements and service level management related, availability, capacity, continual services, catalogs, designs, supplier list. Okay, issues like event management, problem, incident, all those documents, issues, information stores in CMDB. It means almost all your entire ITL, the data infrastructure library is there now. That infrastructure library, it means that information, data, everything stores in configuration management database only. Okay, so what are the things, like what are the components you have, what are the people are there, how many are working, how many are required. So everything we can get it from this one only, service asset and configuration management. Asset. Okay, asset means everything, right? So a computer is an asset, a land is an asset, a person is an asset, like that. Release and deployment management, the main part of service transaction is build and deploy. Build and deploy, right? So release and deployment, it means once you completed project is completed, now give it to the customer. Deployment means yes, release means yes, project is completed, tested, build, tested, completed. Now you're we are ready to give. Release means yes, now go and give to the customer. That is called a release, like a out for delivery type. Release management means yes, we received your payment, and now uh, we package. Release means of the delivering process of delivering is called a release. Deployment, give it to the customer, hand over to the customer, out for delivery type. Okay. Hmm. That is release and deployment. Transition planning and support, how to deploy transition planning and support. So make sure properly deploy or not. Service validation and testing, test before you are working on it. Next, after deployment testing is also important. For example, Earlier days, we when we have a gas cylinder, so then the guy will come and fix the gas cylinder and we'll check it is working or not. Internet service, best example, commonly understand internet service. Once you put a cable, router, and a router configured, am I getting internet or not? My ID is activated or not? Am I getting internet or not? So that is by me. So that they will test it. So validate. Yes, service is delivered and it is working. And take a survey. It is customer is happy with our delivery of service. I purchased a washing machine. The washing machine guy came and he's giving information. This is how to use a washing machine and how to put a water and all kind of stuff. Okay, and whether it is good or not, like that. So he's giving a training. That is also not, we can say, after delivery kind of stuff. One of the thing is knowledge management means what are the changes you made it, what are the services you are tested, release and deployment of your services. We keep it in a one place. That is called knowledge management. Also share that information to our organization as well as the customer. Okay, so service validation testing, knowledge management is there. Next, change evolution and change management is there. So change evolution, change management is very 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 important one. Okay, along with this incident, problem, event, and request fulfillment, along with that one. So change is very very important, guys. And your work mainly, as I asked your previous two batches and previous batches from last 3 years, what we know, maximum work is change management work only. All non-service desk people and mainly people who are working on any coding or SQL backend support people, all are working on a change management only. Okay, so we'll go to that change management. That is only left, right? Of course, 7 step improvement program is there. Okay, I will jump to dimming cycle, CSA model. Already I explained CSI. So there is a improvement program is there. Collection of all this data. Collection of all this data. Number of changes you require to change. What is a change evolution services? Eh? I didn't ask you also. Okay, service related things, issues occur with the supplier management, component availability management related one, problems and incident related information. We'll collect all the information. Okay, and we are start measuring that one. So how the service is functioning, how good service is going on, what are the rollbacks we are getting, what are the issues we are getting with the customers. So we get all the things and find out a solution. So then we can improve our services. We can improve, better improvement of services, better providing of service is we can able to do it. That is a continual service improvement. Why I skip this service operations? Because I already told change management, incident, problem, access, event, request. These are very important terminologies. So we'll go again that one. So here it is. Release and deployment management is another important. So in a release and deployment management means, normally we know the DevOps release, right? So once you build a project, anything like I want the internet, I contact internet service provider. So they will verify. Um, I will step by step. I will also explain once again these things for with the internet service provider. So we can take this example also. Now I want internet service. Already I told ITIL. It means for either it is IT business starting, or running IT business, or creating a service, or providing a service. There are providing a service. I am requesting a service. So I request internet service, right? I approach the candidate. So I need a internet service. First step. Next step. Internet service guy. He will verify. First, will verify me and area and feasibility. Feasibility. I put as some spelling, so understand. Feasibility. What is a feasibility means? Can they connected or not? So it is can internet connected or not? Can they do or not? So they can connect or not? Can can they connect or connected or not? So they can able to connect. Like a cable length. For example, channel sir is in one place. No internet service properly. No internet service providers are there because of there is a good and a little bit spacey thing. Very less people are there, so they are unable to come because the cable length is not enough from their entire setup. Is they have to do it, but depends upon the surrounding people. Even for my house also we got a problem in my hometown, so cable length is not thing, so they took a big cable length. Okay, so can they connected or not? So that is a very simple feasibility of the connection, right? Next, verify me means my identity, my address proof. Verifying me means me, address proof, identity proof, okay, area and connection or not. Next is payment, how to pay amount. Next one is they'll create id for me in their organization. They create a id for me, right? So they'll create an id for me and a password for that one. Okay, id and password. Next they will connect a cable. Okay, they put a cable and install router and configuration. Okay, so they configure it. They create id and I'll configure it with the id and password. Testing, test internet working or not. Okay, now I will give you one example of a component management. That one is then one few years back I use a BSNL in my hometown. So what happened, the guy told we don't have a cables, we don't have a telephone, you have to purchase a telephone from outside, or we give you a telephone but you have to purchase a router outside, like that. Okay, component availability, they are ready to give service but they don't have an equipment. BSNL is two-way destroy also there. So there for one side is their self and second side is another way. So that's a different point. Okay, so we don't discuss those kind of stuff. Okay, so like that. Okay, hiding cable connections, router installation, router configurations, using user id and password, test internet working or not. This part is a testing and deployment kind of stuff. Make sure it is released. This is a release management. This is finding facts before service. What are the service, availability of service, components are available or not. Okay, can we able to provide or not, like that. This part, this is like a payment method is a common one. So now we started creating an id for them. Okay, install routers and configurations. Once we done, we test it. Now we are say, sir, ready to access now. Ready to access. You're ready to access these things. Guys, understand this example? Release and deployment. Testing. Release, deploy,
Sir,
handover.
explain it once again, sir.
Once again, very simple. I want a internet. What to do? Contact any internet service provider, right? Request for a service. They'll verify area feasibility. Is they able to provide a service or not in your area? Generally, right? Generally. So then plan according to it. Planning according to it. Maybe cable is big length cable is required, feasibility is less, or maybe any other way they can provide it, or what are the services they can able to provide in that particular area, like that. Verify. Okay, so like first of all, understand where is the customer, and payment is important. Payment is important. They verify my authentication and then payments done, then only they will create a user id password for internet purpose. Okay, you need a username and password for accessing internet, right? They created, they they connect with the cable, they install a router, they configure a router, and they test it. So these are all, what are these are all parts, is a service transition parts only. Service transition parts only, including testing, deploying, releasing, means start building part. This part, planning and designing. Okay, planning and designing. First of all, before they install, they have to design it, how to draw the cable, how to put the cable, how to create id, like this are designing. It includes designing also. Okay, so this is your one part of itl. So my point is testing means once they deploy, they need a validating testing. So test it whether it is working or not. Okay, another point is release and deployment. Release and deployment means, releasing means service is created. When service is created, here I done a payment, then only service is created, and release the service and deploy the service. Yes, service is created, ID is created. Go and connect the cable. Now the cable guy will come. They put a cable. Router guy will come and put a router and configure the router and test it whether it is working or not. So next one is survey. Are you getting? Are you satisfied with our service? Like within a 1 day only we connected a services. Like my internet is connected in 1 day only. Okay, my hometown it took 2 days because the cable is not at my home side. Now we have like that. Okay, okay, guys. Before I go, I have to explain incident, problem, event, service desk, change management. I have to explain, that is a compulsory thing. So take a 10 minutes break. Be back in a 10 minutes. Okay. So we'll continue remaining things. Incident management, problem management, event management, release, request, change. These are very, very important. Okay, this is, I started this one only to explain the internal one for giving a clarity. If you don't understand all, few understand is okay. If you understand all, okay. If you don't understand, still okay, no bother. But just read the names. If you read the names by name itself, you'll understand at least. Try to understand by name itself, not required always exactly sir something is there. If you have a little bit material in your brain, so obviously can understand. This is simple english only. Okay, try to understand in a basic english manner only, don't try hard to it. But whatever I will tell, just go through once again and again and again and again, because whenever an interview asks at least one question from itl, you can give an answer, and it is very important to understand in a working location. Okay, so not everything about your interview also you should understand in a working. Okay. Just I don't want to go this much depth also. Very important, very important. Okay, event, event, incident, problem. Okay, event, incident, problem, request, request for service. Actually, request, change. These are very important. Access is a second one. Access management is a separate one, but very important mainly for our work purpose. Change management, incident, problem, event, and request. And alert, one more is there. So already I forward those things. Guys, take a 10-15 minutes one. So we'll be back at. I will start by again now 3 o'clock, right? It is 3:45. I will be back at 3:45. Relax first of all and read it. Okay, just have some tea and coffee and come back. I will take another half an hour, at least by half an hour I will take minimum, because these are our only thing, but I have to 1 2 3 times explain with examples. It will take half an hour, then we'll close the ITL, then we'll see what are the topic. Next topic is, we'll see OSC layers are there. I should not forget that one. Okay.